everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Dolphins have battled back and made it to 500. Now they'll try to move past that mark today. It's the Titans going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, 78 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Tannehill steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now on first down, Drake again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Now Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Dolphins have a 1st down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, able to find Carew. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Derby, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Toward the center of of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They're not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. A 1st down carry for Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Bola in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Pulled in at the 24. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he'll be
take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tannehill on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Novak to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Cam Thomas busting through to get him for a loss of 6. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. Third down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Escape, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cam Thomas able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson. Nifty footwork at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tannehill throwing again. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They begin with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Castle going to throw for the first time since coming on. And Matthews has it right side. And a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 38-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Shift together here from the D-line. Tannehill now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
from the gun. Here's Tannehill. Landry brushes him off. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Keenan Robinson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Here's Tannehill now on second down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Tannehill wiggles free. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but he's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there, 81 yards, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And some room to work.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jurrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. On first down, Tannehill. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done. And
slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with... Two remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, here we go.
A first throw for the backup Cutler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Cutler looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Still fighting for more. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mariota now on 2nd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get 1st downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 48 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lane.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 78 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So now here come the Dolphins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Cutler. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And Stills over the middle. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back. They've got it in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Parker unable to get that one. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. Going deep here for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 53 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Cutler. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Adoree Jackson on the return. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
To throw, Cutler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Cutler. Over the middle and into the hands hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Play action. It's Cutler. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Now Cutler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Cutler looking to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now it's Cutler. And he's got it. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, here's Cutler. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
From the gun, it's Cutler. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. No back out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll run it again with Henry. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although